All right, everybody. Welcome to Lancer Radio. So I spent the summer upgrading everything. Now we have all new digital consoles, some new software, and so if you guys want, we can go on a quick tour and I can show you all the new things, and then we can kind of go over high level some operation stuff, how things are working and connected, and we can do questions and answers and go from there. That's cool. So this is what replaced all the racks that were in that master control area before. Instead of 10 racks or whatever it was, we're down to 2, and I've got room to spare. So located back here is a network switch. Most of this stuff none of you guys are going to really ever have to touch. Maybe some of the more advanced students I'll teach the routing and things like that. But network switch you'll never have to touch. This is our new encoder, streaming encoder. So what this is what gets us on air now instead of that old computer that we had that always bounced us offline. So now this connects to the server and gets us online. It's got processing in it. It sounds wonderful. There's no configuration on the front, so nobody can hit a button and take us off the air. Works great. These are all of our mic pre's for the studio. I labeled them, so interview 1 through 4, performance studio 1 through 4, and then these are the operator mics in each of the 3 control rooms. And then we've got some extra ones out here if we ever need to expand. So if you've got low levels anywhere in the studio coming from a microphone and hitting the board, this is where you would have to come to adjust those levels. Below that is our Bridget. We had that before. That's for our remote broadcast. This is all of the new, this is the control router for the boards, and these are all just power supplies. And then over here I just have a computer that controls all the programming for the studio. And I can show you guys a little bit of that. But it's all digital routing, so you could see there's different cross points on here. So what's feeding what, and we can change that at any time. Yep. So next we have the interview studio. In here we removed the big turrets that were in here that had really nothing that we could control anymore. So we removed that, replaced all the on-off cough circuits with new ones. So they're basically, these 3 are going to be on-off cough. So off, on, and a cough button. And you'll see when you turn this on, it also turns it on over at master control and over here. So you can see it toggling. This button since this is usually the host mic, is going to be a talkback mic to be able to talk back to the operator. We got new headphones, so you can see, if you look under the lip under here, there's a blue light glowing, and there's a volume. So there's actually a 1/4-inch TRS and an 1/8-inch TRS. So you can use your regular phone connector, or you can use a professional 1/4-inch, which makes it nice. And then we also put in a computer connected to the internet, and it'll also connect to our phone system, which I'll go over in a little while with the computer. So control 3. You'll notice all the boards are the same. They're just called frames, and then we drop in modules. So we've got 3 of them, and they're in a little bit different configuration in each room. But there's a new board. We've got, just like in C107, this is the rack-mounted Mac Mini, and it's running Pro Tools right now. It should be. Yeah, it's running Pro Tools right now. Pro Tools, the interface for Pro Tools in this room is the PreSonus. So if you guys don't know how to use it in that way, we can have another little session on how to use it so that you're able to record. But basically, I've got master program in here right now feeding channels 15 and 16 to the PreSonus, and my audio's on channels 15 and 16 in Pro Tools. So when you're doing a live band, you're also going to still use the PreSonus just because it's got more processing and EQs and things like that than this does. But it's all set up right now, so if you do have a band with a host, the host can be running through this board, the band will be coming through the PreSonus, they'll all be able to talk to each other, and everything will be able to go out to air without any weird issues like we had before where there was feedback and things like that. We've got 2 CD players in here, and this is the headphone circuit for the PreSonus that's fed from the PreSonus. There's also headphones like they were before out in the live studio, that you just plug a headphone in and they're being fed from the console. Okay? Okay, so this is Control 2. Set up pretty much the same as the other rooms. We have 2 CD players. We're running Pro Tools. In this room, your interface is the M-Box, just like in C107. We've got the same board, the same speakers, just a little bit smaller, and an operator microphone. And that's it for this room. Obviously, this is still master control. We've got the 2 CD players, an instant replay, Vox Pro, which I just got the computer for, so I haven't configured it yet. And when I do, I'll figure out how to use it, and I'll teach you guys how to use it. So we've got the Vox Pro. Wide Orbit lives in here. The Wide Orbit computer is down here, and the audio for it is right here. You'll never have to, don't ever turn it off. Just leave it running, because that's our on-air music right now, and you'll see it's running, and that's what's going out to air right now. The same board, new speakers. The telephone system is here, at least the rack mount for it, and then the control for the telephone system is over here. Okay, so that's the tour.